Mars, where you have Aries in your astrological chart. All the information you're looking for is in the description box down below. And thank you so much for supporting Sikiksyd. What is the energy that Aries is going to embody in each lifetime? You have Debbie Harry. Alrighty. Those who don't truly know themselves view the carbon matter experience of what we've been encased in, by Jehovah. They view it as something to be altered, perfected even, rather than something to view as not real. It's not enough to look good on the outside. You also have to be good on the inside. If you're open to new things, you will never remain stagnant. And Aries represents that little seed that you place into the earth, right? You place into Taurus. Who would have thought that this little seed would end up being this giant tree, right? And that can be all of us. That's like when you bite into the forbidden fruit of esoteric and occult knowledge, right? Each apple has 5 to 8 seeds in it. Why do you think that is? Because there's a realization of one's worth, a destruction of what they believe tradition and constitution, institution, foundation, church, service, religion, marriage, fatherhood looks like. They come into a sense of self-development, connecting to the inner child as well. And it's the realization that that is how you are capable of helping humanity, by being your true, authentic self and allowing that to be seen, right? Coming into your own truth and discovering the depths of your soul as well as others. You will never stagnate if you're open to new things, right? Open to new things. Listening to the call, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, listening to the call, awakening. This is an awakening. What is hidden from Aries and Aries love life? Taste, flavor, sweetness, pleasant, expensive, beautiful, and details. So I feel like you are exploring all options, all different, it's like the way that you look at yourself. You're now seeing a variety of yourself, not just one of yourself. Therefore, you're now aware of the variety of others, right? The polarities, the extremities of others. And you're discovering what it is that you like for you. What works for you may not work for another individual, but what works for you, Aries? Who are you? Who are you? Right? In your love life, this can also be like you are connecting to someone that you really like, okay? Or it's like it's just the right taste, okay? The beauty is found in the details of the soul. Because lack of self-confidence is something that may even be compensated, like be, that's interesting, pacified through the appearance, right? The appearance. Pacified through the appearance. Who you truly are. It's like now you see it, now you don't, right? But once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's like when you wake up, you can't go back to sleep. It's the future for Aries, please. It's the future for Aries. Okay. It's the future for Aries. Alright. What's the future for Aries? What's the future for Aries? Okay. And the future for Aries. Alright. Hidden energy. Wow, you have the Empress, Taurus, Libra. Okay. Alright. Hidden energy. A lot of you could be either married or you're divorced. You could be like a single mother. Okay. You're extremely intelligent. Be a lawyer, you work in law, or you work in the military, the government, the police force. You could even work in like philosophy, psychology, even possibly here. You may be a part of the LGBTQ community. You may also be involved in like group involvement of some kind or shape. Humanitarianism, rebellious. You could be very rebellious, right? Fighting for the cause. You may also work in health, okay? Or you teach children or something of that nature. Be like a college professor for some of you. So your hidden energy is the Empress, Taurus, Libra. Very beautiful. This is someone who owns their own business, loves themselves on every single level, and is abundant in all ways, shapes, and forms. This is a woman who can be married, could be pregnant. This could be a pregnancy, or you're an amazing mother. This also symbolizes someone who's gone through a lot of different experiences that have been painful to shape them, to see that the beauty lies within, not without. Okay, my own Mars, I have Libra in my Mars, and Libra in my Chiron. So, Aries energy, the way that I always utilize it is it shows you the benefits of being decisive in who you are, right? Instead of it always being intellectual, it can also be about creativity, individuality, and your own perspective, right? And a sense of beauty that can be found in that. Some of you garden, you work in agriculture, mining, possibly here. Or you may work in constitution, institution, foundation, church, or service. All right? Or with money. You can work with money or beauty or fashion. All right? So you have the Three of Pentacles, Mars, and Capricorn. And you have the Knight of Wands, Moon, and Sagittarius. You'll know this reading is for you because you're going to get a burn or a cut. It's going to be like, when you watch these readings, you really got to use your intuition. It can be very small. You can get a paper cut. You could cut your hand while trying to cut something, right? With a knife. You could burn yourself while trying to get something out of the oven, or you could be drinking your coffee and burn your tongue by accident, right? It's simple. You could burn it by hot cocoa, right? Or you're eating some hot food, or you get a sunburn. You'll know this reading is for you because you're going to get a burn or a cut. You're going to come back to this reading, and something's going to click for you. Okay? I see a sense of teaching, apprenticeship even, or collaboration. All right? Because the Three of Pentacles is when you are now able, you've learned something, so now you can help others, you can teach others on some level. It's apprenticeship. It's also maybe like college or a class or a seminar. But there's been what's coming up in the future for you, a separation or frequent disputes. this is internal. This is within you. Okay? Where it's like the femininity that you're drawing from Cancer, and you can also be drawing from Selene, or you could be drawing from Jehovah. Okay? It's like this defensiveness, right? And I feel like what you're separating away from is the coldness that you've developed from your own belief system of what you've already experienced. Now it's about, okay, what can you learn that's new? It's great that you already know this. Now what do you want to learn though, right? Because if we knew everything, then life would be extremely boring. But you can't do that if you don't make any energetic space with the Nine of Wands. You can't do that, right? There's no energetic space to learn new information or bring in new connections. There's something you're separating from within yourself. Or you could be separating from others where there's frequent disputes. Okay, and your heart chakra is awakening. Moon in Libra with the Two of Swords and the Hangman, Pisces. You also have the Moon, Cancer, Pisces, and you have Lovers, Gemini. All right? So Jehovah is playing a part in here. Your heart chakra is awakening. You now see it differently. There's a truth that you're learning not only from yourself but from others. Okay? It's almost like, have you ever heard that sometimes events, situations, people, places, and things are sent into our life to show us something that we wouldn't have seen unless they were? Right? And what you take away from it is completely up to you. But there's an awakening of, with the Two of Swords, the truth of why you believe in what you believe in and somebody else believes in what they believe in. And how filling yourself or filling your, using your energy, because time doesn't exist, using your energy to fill your time up with other things to avoid how you truly feel, right? Or the truth between how one person feels and how you feel leads you to a sense of stagnancy, right? And realizing it's time to move. It's time to move, right? A lot of you have been punishing yourself or punishing others on some level, like their children, right? And it's like your heart is awakening to the fact that that is something connected to your inner child, how you were mothered, okay? Now the moon is Sagittarius, man and even woman, that rules the porn stars. Like Sagittarius rules the porn stars. It can rule those in group sex, okay? It can rule like being willing to try anything at least once. That's Sagittarius energy. It can relate to that. And in that particular placement, all right, that's like crazy stuff like bestiality, like it goes there. It's extremity on some level. Because Sagittarius can be very flirtatious, okay? Very sexual, wants to try anything at least once. There's an awakening that it's time to try something new. To move, right? To move. It's almost like the Wheel of Fortune, to move. Because you feel like you're stagnant because there's like, what's it called? Like flies, right? You ever see something become rotten and then there's just like flies around it and stuff like that? And that's how you know that there's stagnancy. You're getting rid of a lover, okay? Or there's multiple lovers, or there's like a distorted view of love and it leads to a lot of jealousy. or you have multiple lovers, right? Or you're in a situation where you're dealing with someone who's extremely jealous. It's the negative of love, which if you spell it backwards can even be evil, right? If you spell live and you spell it backwards, that's evil as well, right? Because what's the opposite of living? Surviving. There's something emotionally you're realizing with the moon. The moon represents having a secret love for somebody, but not telling them for whatever reason. You may have Cancer or Pisces in your Mars, or you could even have it in your. Some of you could have it in your Pluto, or you have a moon in Aries, or you have some of you have a moon in Scorpio. You can also have a Neptune in Aries. Okay? But something's being revealed. It's coming out. How you truly feel. It's like the feminine energy. It's like a feminine independence is now being expressed within you. If you've had fear or illusion about facing the connection to your own femininity, and even like deceased loved ones that are feminine energies, and this can also be being revealed, the feminine energies in your life, your daughter, your wife, your girlfriend, your mother, your aunt, your niece, whatever it is, okay? Being revealed what you've hidden since maybe childhood. And the Lovers, this is something you saw in childhood. There we go. Oh gosh, something you saw in childhood. Someone could have also passed away when you were younger. Okay? But you saw distorted love in your childhood, and you held on to that. You saw distorted love in your childhood, you held on to that, and now you're stagnant, right? You're learning new things. Your heart chakra is awakening, and through that you now see a new love. Okay? There's something being revealed in your own heart. And it can even be about a person. If you've been feeling love for another individual, this is now being expressed or seen or being put out into the public. And a lot of you even have a sense of jealousy, like you want someone to know, like, you know, I love you, I want you, like, you don't want anyone else to have that person. It's intensified. Because you're dealing with a woman whose love literally extends your lifespan. And this can even be what you're doing within yourself. You don't have to be a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. Be purple. It's about getting in touch. This is involving your career, it's green, and your imagination. All right? If this is a business, it's extremely profitable. Okay? I feel like if you work with someone here, like say you own a business with your significant other, then there's something going south in it. Like there's something you're now being revealed about it. And it's like you guys are having to detach away from the business. Like one person needs to, you guys could be separating assets in the business. This can even symbolize like, it's not, you guys haven't evolved with each other, with the Lovers in reverse. You haven't evolved with each other. This is not something that's watched over from above. Okay, not in the right way. It's actually connected to the devil. So it will bring out the absolute worst in you. It almost makes me feel like saying Saturn. Like it can do that. It can do that. It can do that. Wow, that's interesting. You know, I feel like you're acknowledging your own. systems you've held on to that no longer actually work for you. I myself have Aries in my Saturn. And the number one thing that I can always pick up on is the releasing of emotional baggage makes energetic room for a new vision and for you to move, right? If there's all these different sticks around you, you can't move, right? Allowing you to collaborate with others and also detach from old mindsets. Gemini is also mindsets. This contradictory, like if you have a moon in Libra, there's a contradictory, almost paradoxical feel. You believe in intellect over everything, right? And this is getting rid of that mentality. Because where has it gotten you? Honestly, right? Where has it gotten you to always be focused on intellect and reason and not wanting chaos or conflict, even though that's where the true change lies, right? It's facing your emotions, okay? It's facing your emotions, and while facing your emotions, you are connecting to someone and realizing that you have to let go of multiple people in order to have a particular individual. Also, you have to get rid of the baggage within yourself to allow in the love that you're meant to experience in this lifetime, that you're meant to give to yourself. And if you're in love with somebody, you're meant to express this love rather than hide it. This is not hiding it. It can't be hidden. Okay? Very interesting. You had a very interesting reading, Aries. Okay, let's look at the future of the love life. You know, this sort of feels like you're being revealed new truths. It's like Virgo and Aries energy. It's also Leo. Something's being shown. This could be a new idea regarding work as well, and about your own self-development. Really stepping into your power by acknowledging that within yourself and your own mindset. It's moving. It's moving. There's a sense of femininity here. A sense of femininity here. And it's about acknowledging the personality is interchangeable. Because you have all these lipsticks, lip glosses, right? That's the same way as our personalities. It's something that you choose for the, you know, that day. You know, I might choose a lipstick that day, I may choose a lip gloss the next day. But it's about the realization that even if you interchange all these different things, the true beauty lies in the words that are spoken, not on necessarily how the lips appear. Right? Aries energy is how you appear. It's the mask. It's not necessarily about that, but it's about what's being spoken, right? I like that. My ears are ringing. I can't even explain like how it sounds. It's above. It's like when you experience something that you can't even describe, which shows you that you're not meant to describe it to somebody, right? The kingdom of God has not reached the imagination of man. It hasn't reached everybody's mind on, you know, a particular level. On everybody has a particular level that their mind reaches, right? Everyone's on their own evolutionary journey. So I feel like it's about recognizing that as well, right? That there's different levels, right? Different levels. Some of you, this is same sex. Because you have the Queen of Swords here. Could be man, man, woman, woman, man, woman, woman, man. It really doesn't matter about the gender. But it's about stepping up. It is about stepping up about your truth, because you know the truth. This woman is chatty, funny, witty. If you're married or you're in a relationship, your significant other is extremely faithful to you. Okay? I do feel like there's, if you're in a relationship, separation, freaking disputes, can't work together. Or there could be like someone doesn't want to choose between lovers, or someone's really jealous in the relationship. Like jealousy is playing a big part, and they're having to look at the fact that they've been sort of illusion that it's all about, and this could be you, sort of illusion that it's all about, another person's fears or another person's decisions, when it's really also about your own baggage and what it is that you have to look at within yourself, right? In order for you to be able to be on mission and also help others, and also connect to others, whether that's romantically or career, family, that could be anything. What's the future of Aries love life? I like it though. Haha. Balance. That's beautiful. What I say? Getting in touch with Shiva and Shakti. Getting in touch with Shiva and Shakti. Sense of regality, innocence, and protection through that embracing of one's own individuality. This is truth. People don't really know that, but Libra's actually about truth. When it comes to them trying to pick out, should I go with emotion or intellect? Intellect all day, every day is Libra. They would always rather use intellect than they would emotion. Even though it's very Venetian and beauty, you know, it's an air energy and it's masculine. You get what I'm saying? It's also success through partnership. And this can be like friendships, co-workers, right? Students, teachers, this can be friends, this can be lovers, whatever it is, but having a sense of balance of when you know who you are and you know your truth, you allow yourself to be able to also accept others' truth as their truth. You can only understand yourself, understand another, and understand the universe. This is balance. Some of you guys could be doing like some type of meditation. This can be breath work, right? I like that. But there's balance coming into your relationship only because someone is facing their emotions. The feminine emotions, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, they're facing how they really feel about somebody. Or what has been holding them back was the belief of the carbon matter experience, right? Realizing it's so much bigger than that. It's so much bigger than that, or what colleagues, schoolmates, siblings, friends, what other people will think, who don't understand the type of love that you now believe in, right? There's also an addiction, Pisces. Some have a Pisces in their Mars, Pisces in Pluto, or they have Aries or Scorpio on their Neptune. Look at that. I believe Scorpio got the same thing. Venus and Leo, the number 8. This is also Scorpio and Aries, dream come true. You can also say Virgo. Also Aquarius, because you got a star here. You came here for a question, and your answer is yes. Yes, 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 yes. You've been resisting something. Maybe you've been filling your time with things that aren't like that significant. Because you've been avoiding the baggage that you needed to release, or you've been really defensive, scared. And there's a dream coming true for you. For a lot of you, someone's coming into your life to be like your rock. And it's going to be a very strong relationship. But what you're learning from it is if you took someone for granted, okay? Or if one person was more emotionally strong in the relationship, that kills the relationship. Because some people don't find that attractive. Oh, you're not ready for a commitment? That's not attractive to me. Cut off. Oh, you have third parties, you have multiple people? Cut off. You don't know how to communicate? Cut off. You're inconsistent? Cut off. You play games? Cut off. What's coming in is this deep, profound knowledge and wisdom about the unconditional love you have for yourself, which is also very feminine, yes, but more so masculine. Because your self-worth and your self-value is now being enlightened to you, allowing yourself to truly express that naturally from the soul, from the heart, and have a sense of truth in that, a sense of balance being found in that. This is the minor arcana of the Empress, whether you're a man or a woman. It's simply about you embodying strength and realizing that we live in a patriarchal society while ignoring the feminine energy stops the evolution of humanity. So when we acknowledge that, we are now able to have something to plant the seed actually in. Does this make sense to you? Imagination was even necessary for the seed to come into fruition. Male gods came from the female god. So if you want to create, you have to get into the feminine energy. So Taurus is playing a much bigger part than it may seem. Some of you are astrologers with the star, or you're seeing one, you come into this channel, you are, okay? There's a sense of royalty. This is also your own stream of consciousness allowing you to evolve. If you're in a relationship, you could be washing off like this really difficult time in the relationship, or you've learned a lot through trial and error in romance, connections, and even finances. And through that, you were able to learn the truth about your worth. Okay? It's quite beautiful. I like this for you, Aries. All right. What does Spirit wish? Every time I say all right, I think of one of my favorite artists is Freddie Mercury. All right. When he does, ew. Every time I hear that, that's what I think. He was a sun in Virgo, moon in Capricorn. What does Spirit wish to tell Aries? And this can be like revealing one's own truth, right? He was all about being your authentic self, even if it may be judged, even if other people may not understand it, right? It's your part to be, your truth. Just be you. Be seen for you. There's actually a sense of independence because there's cat eyes over her mouth. A lot of people look up to you, Aries, or to someone that you maybe even connect to. You have been visited by the crocodile. Okay, you are the master of yourself. Take charge of your life and make your own decisions. You'll be much better off. This is about listening to your truth. But it's found in your emotions. It's not going to be found in intellect. That's the challenge. It's found in your emotions. It's found in your emotional intelligence, not your intellectual proficiency. Not to use your intellect to social climb, to move things the way you want, get things the way you want, right? Or even be predatory, but it's about utilizing it to open up a different part of yourself and learn something new and be able to help others. It's very beautiful. There's nothing against you, Aries, except for you. That's deep. Really think about it. There's nobody, Aries, sometimes you feel like everything and everyone is against you. The truth is, it's just you against you. It's your mindset. Aries are known for throwing little temper tantrums like they're babies in the store that don't get the candy that they want. And then they switch just as quick. Like it doesn't even bother them. It's quick. And constant. It's inconsistent. This is about moving. Your affirmation is, I am my own master, and take the right decisions. So take a good look at yourself in the mirror and acknowledge that only you can be in your own mind. Accept that you are the master of your destiny and go for it. Only you know what's in your heart, Aries. Only you know how you're going to express it, what you're going to do with it. Only you can see your own truth outside of the matrix. That's up to you to do. Only you. That's actually quite beautiful. You're in control. You just may not see it. Because then you'd have to have a sense of accountability for failure. Right? Really looking at it as, okay, well, it's trial and error. Right? we have to experience trial and error. But there's been a sense of fear of that due to what you've been holding on to. Okay? Yeah. This has been your reading, Aries. I do see that there's an addiction to fear. Some of you, your addiction is actually just your own mindset, an addiction to intellect over emotion. Which is why the feminine energy, this could be the feminine energy showing you this, or this can be the feminine energy within yourself, right? Expanding to express themselves with their imagination and a sense of humanity and servitude, a sense of innocence and purity, which is highly transformational. This is very beautiful. This has been your reading. If you'd like a personal reading information, link down below in the description box. Next to the butterfly. Okay? I say.